Thank you, Rigatoni Pony. Oh yeah, Burrito Supreme coming in with that 11-month streak, yeah. Good Devil Inc. with that sub. Rolling, baby. Almost level 1 hype train. Hello. Am I not muted anymore? They're literally like, why are they talking about Tom Hanks movies? So let's take this from the top. We're going to do this exactly the same way we did it. We're going to do this the exact same way. Take two. Hey, so hold on one second. And welcome all you lords and ladies of fate. In this stream, we play all manner of tabletop RPGs for your entertainment. This is the only tabletop Twitch stream that allows you to control the destinies of our players, earn fate chips just by watching and also by following, hosting, or subscribing. Send and spend those fate chips to buy items or heal your favorite players, make them say or do crazy things, and even force them into random encounters. Hey, tonight we're playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, set in the world of Edinia, a place where diametrically opposed factions vie for control of all the magic in the world. There we go. Oh, thank you everybody. Yes, and let's, like I said, exactly the same way. Today's our off day a little bit. Tomorrow is the day that we celebrate Hanksgiving, where we gather around with our family and watch all of our favorite Tom Hanks movies. My favorite one is Road to Perdition. Big was good. Yeah. And then I said something about Money Pit or Joe versus the Volcano. There you go. That's a deep cut for y'all. Yeah. See? No. Oh.
You mean Sleepless in Seattle too?
Wait, what was the movie with the mermaid lady?
Is no one else paying attention to Twitch chat?
No.
No.
I think I fixed it.
We're apparently now all
Move thing up.
All right, let's go down the line and make sure that everybody can be heard.
No.
So I am your humble GM, Armon, being played by Raul Coley, and following Good Devil, playing Quentin. We have.
You have to speak. You have to speak so we know
Yeah.
you're not muted.
I have to speak so we know I'm not muted.
There we go. That's beautiful.
Nice.
Jesse playing Holly Hera. No,
You're a
no, it's the
liar.
truth. It's the truth. Nat playing Grrr.
Grrr.
I fucking knew that.
We have a wonderful still photograph of Sister Nova, who will be holding down the fort for Tavy, who will not be joining us this evening.
I'm holding on the fort for Davey.
And then we have Jen Washitashi as Gray.
Hello.
Wonderful.
I won't stop.
Wonderful. I have no idea how I literally cannot touch one setting between clicking stop streaming and start streaming in a week, and everything just changes.
You know, I've read about this. They say it's related to what they call sleep streaming.
Oh, yeah. You know, like I wake up in the middle of the night and I stream.
You don't
Yeah.
wake
Oh,
up.
that.
Yeah, you don't wake up.
mhm.
It's mostly just your butthole, which is weird. But I guess you mess with the settings too.
All right.
Well, when you sit on your keyboard.
Is my camera?
Yeah, you've heard about sticky keys. These are itchy keys.
No, I hate all of this. Ugh.
She
You
says,
started
go to sleep with itchy butt, wake up with
started
stinky
it.
fingers.
Yep. You don't want that stinky finger. All right. So
What are we doing? What are
I
we
don't know.
doing?
Last week,
Ah,
the crew here.
Wait, the intro. We have to do the intro.
That we did.
No, but nobody.
No,
heard
they all heard. You know what? They heard enough of it. That's fine.
it. I'm sad. Thanksgiving.
D&D, Tom
Hank
Hanks,
movies.
let's go.
Yep.
Yay!
So, yeah, there's that. Now, last week, the crew set sail from Montauk back to the capital city, where they decided they were going to pull a heist. That heist is going to be of the Library of Midnight, and we're going to get to that heist next week when we have all of the players here. We're going to be in the planning phase. And knowing my players, we'll be in the planning phase until 2022.
Yay.
Which isn't that far.
No, it really isn't. It really isn't.
That's so long from now. I'm Armand.
Yeah, but 4 sessions to plan a heist that will probably take the, half of one stream because you all will be like, "Oh, well, actually I'm going to go ahead and do this thing that I didn't you didn't suspect, and now that this wonderful encounter that you have contrived for us will now be beaten in 5 seconds."
What's
Well,
actually
you haven't
more
played in my
likely
Tuesday
to
night
happen-
group.
What's more likely to happen is that we won't plan enough. We'll rush in,
I hope so.
and then because we didn't plan enough, the encounters along the way will take the next 6 months.
That'd be great because then we're going to be on season 4. We're right now this is actually this
What
is
season are
season
we in
2
now?
episode 17. I've decided. No, I have no idea. We don't know. Don't it's a sore subject for Wednesday as far as what we're going by the Rifts qualification for what constitutes a season, so we still have another 2 months before we can start talking about season 2. That was not a shot.
Me, or were you just really choppy that
Was
for there?
was I? Was I choppy?
Could just be my
Not for
audio.
me.
No, he was.
Yeah,
just
I
stuttering.
stutter. I get really excited and I want the words to come out, but gosh darn it, they won't. So tonight we're gonna do something pretty different. We're gonna talk some backstory for our characters. We're gonna do a little.
Oh, I
We're
forgot
gonna do a
mine.
little light. You had backstory. We're gonna do a little light role play. Where I'm gonna let the players kind of kick around their ideas, and I'm gonna let the audience hear have their input as well.
Can I make a request of the
Sure.
audience? And also, can I make a request of the DM?
Absolutely.
No.
All right. Well, can I go last?
I don't know.
No.
Can you?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. May I go last in order to allow the audience to submit as many cockamamie ideas as you will allow, because you understand my backstory, right? And you're going to be driving this machine. I would just
That is going to be a misconception. I'm every single time we've come across backstory stuff for your characters here, what I have done is I have taken what you all have given me previously, and I have just done it. I've said, here's what's happened. Here's your backstory. Here's how it ties into stuff.
right.
I'm going to take a little bit more of a backseat approach to things here. I want you all to have more agency over
That's
the,
funny.
I want the audience to have more agency over Gurr.
and that's fine. And that's fine when we get,
And that's what I was saying for Gray too. But you know what? I feel like maybe that might play a lot better for Gert. So let's let Gert go back.
Okay. Okay. So
He's a less nuanced
Oh, so we can have the
character.
chat like give us input into
sure.
our story.
Yeah. If they,
So Atlas can just like write that whole shit and she can tell me what
that's
to say in the chat.
that's
No,
that's
no.
crowdsourcing laziness. We're not going to do that
Jesus
here.
has a
Ah, dang.
fucking cop out. Dang.
All right. So, who wants to go first? All right, there we
Jesse.
go.
Okay, fine. I'll go first. Let's get it out of the way. Let's do this while I'm still a little
Oh, we should
sober.
probably wait until she's not a little sober. So let's go ahead and zoom in on the map here. We've got a little place that we'd like to go that we're going to show. This little town right here. We're going to draw a little circle around it. It's this place right here on the map. It's circled in green. Is that green? Is that green? That looks green to me.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Atlas says, bitch, make your own story.
Hey guys, I just remembered I had a light out here.
Oh,
Like,
wonderful.
oh,
That's a good
actual
key light.
Oh my gosh, we
amazing.
can see your face.
What was I doing?
I don't know, just falling
Where are you?
apart.
Where have you been all of our lives?
You're the light of my life. All right.
That's true though. For all
So, Holly Hera, we're gonna set the
Hi.
scene here in the wonderful town of.
Oh, you're asking me the
Sure,
name
it's
of
your
the town?
hometown. You were born and raised
Um,
here. You should know the name.
Um,
Huh?
Torma.
The role playing here is.
Torma?
It's Torma.
That's really good. I like that. See, you said you're bad at this. I really like that. Torma, the town.
I literally just picked the first two sounds that came to
Hey,
my head.
people have been doing
Yeah,
that for
that's what-
years. Mm-hmm.
That's improv, baby.
All right. We do have a player on Mondays who doesn't like yes and he likes no but, and it's very funny to watch it happen.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's like, yeah, this thing fails. No, I wish it didn't. Yeah.
Roll
Okay,
with it,
so
baby.
in the town of Torma, a wonderful couple, an elven couple, and one elf, one human. Who's the human? Who's the elf? Give us a little dish on your parentage here.
Who's daddy?
My
Mom's
mom's
is a human.
and mom's is a human,
So who's
and
that?
pops is an elf.
And chat, feel free as we're going through. If you have like, oh, this, I want this for what we're talking about, throw it in chat. The players will jump at the chance to not have to think for themselves.
Maybe not everyone, probably just me. But
You don't know,
Okay,
maybe.
so mom's the human and dad is the elf. We need names now. These are the people that raised you. You saw their
I know, and I
yeah,
just
you
called
saw
them
their
mom and
blood
pop.
all over your hands in the mirror vision.
I did, and I'm traumatized from it, and that's why I
Okay.
can't remember their
The
names.
mom's name is Vera Ellen. Vera Ellen.
Beautiful.
Ella. Hey.
Mama Hera, Papa Hera. There we go.
Vera Ellen. I like that a lot. That's a very good name. Atlas. That is perfect. You were gonna save our good druid here. And Vera,
Dad's
pronounced
name
Vera.
is
Okay, I like that. Let me spell it how it sounds so that way I don't make that mistake again. Vera.
Oh, I have like a whole ass last name. What is it?
You should know. It's in your
Eletherus.
okay. Vera Ellen
what now?
Aletherus. That's a good name.
And Dad's name is Doran.
Doran.
Uh,
I mean, I bet this guy sucks with a lightsaber.
Boo.
Did I steal that
Yeah,
name
is
from
his last
something?
name Vorlded?
No.
Oh no, I don't want that then.
Fuck off.
Um,
Nope, it's already written. It's already written down, and it's written down in red. It's in red. Can't be corrected.
That means it's permanent.
That's fine.
Okay, can we at least spell it different? How about
Dorman?
Dormand?
Like a man who stands by a door.
Yes.
Is this just a long play to get her
No.
to call you daddy?
No.
I will not-
See, look, I'll make all kinds of jokes about that, but in my real personal life, no, please don't do that. That's weird and creepy. No.
No king shaming.
Right.
We're
If
just
that's
not
your
down
thing,
with it. But if that's what
thing,
you want to
cool.
do in your life,
Mm-hmm.
daddy it up, people.
Spank me silly and call me daddy. Baby.
Silly daddy.
That's my clan tag in Halo,
Silly
daddy.
Oh no.
Right.
have we
So
become?
we've got your mom, we've got your dad. Do you have any siblings? I don't think we've ever talked about that. Do you have any siblings? Wait, no.
No, I'm
You are an only child?
child.
Okay.
Yes.
So what was young Holly Harrow? What was something that she always found herself doing when she was younger?
She was kind of like, honestly, like a typical teenager. She did what she was supposed to do. Like, did her studies and minded her parents, but she was just so underwhelmed. Yes, just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train.
Where did she
Going
go?
Nowhere, man. um, she, like I said, did all of her stuff. She was well behaved, but she was just so bored with her day-to-day life that she thought that if she wasn't kept under the constraints of having to follow these rules and go to lessons and mind her parents, that she could just do much better on her own. Like that, just a really regular teenage thought process.
And
And she make the conversion to Druidism.
yeah. Now, I believe as a teenager, when you were, out, staring up at the sky and wondering what your life could be if you got out there and got a chance to live your life, you had a really good friend, dwarf or gnome, something. I'm feeling short. Which one do you think?
Let's
Dwarf.
do a
Okay.
dwarf.
Who wants to role play as Holly Harris dwarf
I'll do it.
best friend? Wonderful. Okay.
I'll do it.
So you're here. You're outside your house. It's just a typical twilight. The sun's just going down over the horizon. Got that nice orangey glow across the way on the eastern side. The night sky is starting to become darker and darker. The stars are showing out, and you're just wandering the outskirts of town, and you see your good dwarven friend, whose name is
Lance Fatbottom.
Lance Fatbottom.
Atlas said Orith, but
I'm
Lance
gonna
Fatbottom
hold
works
on to.
too.
Hey, I have a
Fatbottom.
bank over here that we're gonna use, so don't think that your suggestions are gonna go unnoticed. Lance Fatbottom. That's actually a really good name for a dwarf. All right. So
Do I get to
never
it?
toss a dwarf. So Lance, you're looking across the way, and you see Holly Hera, young Holly Hera, walking around town, kind of with her head in the clouds, not really paying attention to anything. And go ahead, let's play around a little bit.
Holly. Hey, Holly.
Hey, Fatbottom.
Hey, what you doing?
Nothing. Just walking around, looking at the stars, thinking about how much cooler life would be if we weren't stuck in this stupid town.
Right? I fucking hate it here. There's nothing ever cool ever happening, and my parents are always up my butt. Like they just don't understand my parents.
Up your fat bottom.
I mean, what isn't?
Yeah.
My big old butt.
You're so short, even the grass is up there.
I mean, I feel like now you're just insulting me, and I was like, I was.
Hey, we're BFFs. This is what we do. You can make fun of me for being like really tall,
my ass,
even though I'm not.
My ass is grass. But you know what your ass is?
But just give
dirt. It's dirt.
Okay.
You have a
but
dirty
dirt is
butt.
shorter than grass.
Yeah, so that's the joke. You have a dirty butt. I have a grass ass. And like, listen, what were you looking into the stars for? I mean, you told me. Yeah, this place sucks, and our parents are stupid.
Typical teenage shit here.
So, what would you? I mean, if I'm being honest, like, I want to be somewhere on the sea. That's where I would like to go. I would love to see myself on the sea, on a boat, maybe as a first mate, possibly a captain one day. What would you like to do when we get out of here? Tell me about your dreams.
I don't know. I just want to see everything that's out there and prove that I can take care of myself and learn what I need to learn and find out more about nature. And I don't know.
How are you going to see anything when your ass is dirt? You're all low to the ground. How are you going to see stuff?
I'm still growing, man. I'll get a little bit taller than the dirt.
Nah.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Just one day we'll get out of this town, see what's really truly out there, what real life is like, because it's got to be more than in this stupid town.
This sounds like a pop punk song. Are you familiar with pop punk?
No.
Yeah, me neither. I've heard good things. I've heard really good things.
Yeah. Well, if you ever find some with that grass up your ass, you share it with me. I'm sure you will.
You know what I like to do sometimes? I take the grass out of my ass and then dry it in my kiln and then smoke it. You ever smoked ass grass? Dried ass grass? Tell you the trip is crazy. You want to leave this town?
As you're
You can leave this town
as
right
you're
now.
having this
Dried ass grass.
conversation, a
man.
officer of the law comes by for the town of Torma and goes, "Hey, you kids, you smoking that ass grass?"
Anarchy through
No,
That's right.
sir.
You better hurry along. This isn't a place for teenagers this time of night.
and I blow a fart in his direction and run off screaming, "Anarchy forever!"
I don't know
But
what
I
that
like it.
means.
Anarchy forever! That's correct.
At this point, I guess Holly just like sighs, swallows her inner emo, and just starts to sulk her way home, back to her miserable, boring existence.
Shortly after, days, maybe weeks, maybe months, years, as you and your friends have grown older and moved away and whatnot, you're standing there at the funeral, Holly Hera, for your best friend Lance Fatbottom. As months,
Got it. Engorged anal glands.
Nah, I thought this was gonna go.
as months
I did
ago
not
he
expect this.
started his dream of living a life out on the sea. He decided to
Who's outside?
apprentice with a famous ship captain, but unfortunately, Lance Fatbottom, drowned before the boat could leave dock.
Was it that asshole Shortbeard?
Honk for Fatbottom.
I was making a play. I was making a play for Shortbeard and I being related. Honk for fat bottom. Good shit.
I'll leave that up to
Very good
chat. Chat, if you think Shortbeard should have been the captain that he was going to apprentice under, I'm all for it. You just let me know. But go ahead.
Shortbeard is fat.
Do me a favor, Holly Hera. I want you to deliver me the eulogy for your best friend.
Happy bottom.
Your best friend Lance Fatbottom. May he rest in peace forever at the bottom of the sea. If by sea you mean the 5-foot drop of water that's right outside the fucking docks.
What can we say about Fat Bottom? He was a good friend. Little on the short side, I suppose. He died doing what he always wanted to do.
Drowning?
And that was dream about going out to sea. Just dream about it.
Did I? Did
So,
I do it though?
I mean, it sucks for him that he never got to actually do it. So I think that we should all, in Fat Bottom's memory, strive to reach our goals without drowning first. Be brave to take that first step and definitely don't drown. It's super helpful when you're more than 3 feet tall, wading out into those waters sometimes. I wonder if maybe his grassy ass might have kept him under that foot of water that he drowned in because he's so short. I just
See, the person who's presiding over the ceremony comes up to you, puts their hand on your shoulder and goes, it's okay if you can't. You can it was what you said already is beautiful. You can, it's all right. It's all right. We understand.
Thank you. And I go sit down.
And it was only a few months after that this event gave you the drive and determination to take your own words and live out your dreams before you drown. And you set off along the road to adventure.
Yeah,
Listen,
one night
if we-
while my parents were sleeping, I just packed up a bag, clothes on my back. I put some good books in there to continue my druid learnings. Determined to become one with nature. Got nothing but my books and maybe a little knife and
some ass grass.
the very, very limited druid knowledge that I have, and about a quarter ounce of ass grass. And just that dusty trail.
And then we'll just speed up a little bit here because I do want to go around and give everybody an opportunity to expand on their backstory here. But you go out and you travel and you learn and you find a wonderful teacher who takes you under his tutelage. And his name is definitely not escaping my mind right now. I definitely remember it, but hey, there we go. Thank you. Hey, look at that. You get inspiration the next time we're playing actual Dungeons and Dragons because you fucking remembered something. Yes.
The bar is super high, about as high as Lance Ashcroft was tall.
So you studied under Glensanderall for a while, learning all manner of things, not just druidic things. But
astronomy.
But at very early ages, everyone's so desperate to get out and go on their own and make it and have those life experiences. But after a while, you start to wonder, was that the right decision? Should I have stayed a little longer? You start getting homesick. So you start to get homesick, and Glensanderall says it's perfectly fine. It's a normal experience. You should absolutely go back home every once in a while just to make sure that everything's okay with your family. And so you do. A few years later, and you head back to the wonderful town of Torma, and it's the middle of the night. You were so excited to see your parents after so long. You didn't stop to make camp. You just went as far and fast as you could, as quickly as you could, and you made your way back to the wonderful town of Torma in the dead of night. And you walk up to your house and you see the doors wide open.
Take over.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, please, by all means. It's your character. I'd love for you to do that. That would be great.
And while she starts walking up towards the door, you hear the ghost of Lance Fatbottom saying, "Don't do it."
I left a quarter of ass grass under the floorboard.
I'm gonna say something like that's perfect.
So I push in the door excitedly. Based on the time of the evening, I'm almost certain that my parents are going to be asleep. So I noticed that the house has a different smell
Old
to it.
almost.
Make my way. Yes, make my way back. It's a very small house, so not too many steps to get back to where my parents slept. And I find my mother next to their bed in a pile of what appears to be her own blood, and my father on the other side near the foot of the bed, No blood around him, but he is very clearly deceased. I run immediately out of the house and start to panic. And I start going around knocking on doors looking for anyone that maybe a neighbor that I remembered to try to figure out what was going on. Or are there police in
Yeah,
Tormund?
you don't
Maybe I
remember
went to get
Officer
police.
Mick? You guys smoking over here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pot cop. The pot cop.
So I ran to get Pot Cop to try to figure out what was going on.
It's a very tragic story. It's a very tragic story. Moving on. Good Devil. Yours is the backstory I feel like we have touched upon the least, so this is the one that I have been looking forward to the most. How far back do you want to go? You want to go back to like 7, 8 years old? You want to just go to young adult and 15, 16?
Not the one directing the game. They're Dungeon Daddy.
I'm giving you the opportunity. How far back do you want to go? I'll destroy.
Yeah, audience.
I'll
how far
destroy
back?
you. Yes, please sit back on the couch. How far back shall we go? Mm.
Let's go.
What's your first memory?
Let's go to early age. We'll do 7. Never.
Early age.
Hmm.
Early age. Okay. Boom. All right. So you're a young little street urchin. You've had to fend for yourself for most of your life. And let's go ahead and get you good on the map here. I forget where you circled, where you wanted to be from. So we're just going to say you're from
Me too.
we're just going to say
You were supposed to record that.
yeah, I was supposed to, but you know what happens sometimes stuff happens.
And you get so snotty when we get to do our homework.
Yeah.
I mean,
What's up with that, Teach?
yeah. What just happened? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
BRB.
All right. Well, so we'll say this lovely town right here.
I gave you a circle.
Oh, you did? You did? You did? You did? Let's find that circle. Hey, everybody. Did you find a circle? Do you see? Ooh. This is where we're going to end up. So. Blues.
I see it.
This is the location of one of the many hideouts of the mysterious order. As a child, with the other street urchins running around, had plenty of opportunity to tell wonderful horror stories of the order. Kids would go missing, and that would be always the explanation. Oh, the order got them. The order got them. And you never thought that there was any truth to that until that one day when you woke up and you weren't where you fell asleep. You're in a cold, cold cell. And you see the door that's in your cell slowly start to open, and a tall man, hooded figure walks in and goes,
Ah, you're finally awake.
yeah. Looks at you and goes, nice. Another one for the sacrifices. And then you hear another voice go, wait. No, we could try something else with him.
I need an adult.
Oh, there are plenty of adults here, child. But none that will help you, I'm afraid.
Stranger
There's
danger.
lots of stranger danger going on here. So in the order, it seems that they were taking children for some sacrifices, but they had some other nefarious purpose for you. Were they? What what did they do to you to break you? What was describe to me the day, like the daily routine of what they would do to you to kind of just completely make you indoctrinated to the
Just
order.
just mind-numbing tasks of some of them, had purpose, like, scrubbing the floor or cleaning the tables, but some like, taking pins from, just little wooden pins from this wall and putting them in the hole in the other wall. And then you had to come back 30 minutes later and just repeat the process. And if you didn't do it correctly, perfectly every time without fail, then that's when you got the weapons,
Um,
and the whippings were brutal.
let's delve a little bit into the order itself. What obviously most of these secret societies in the world of Edinia have the goal of collecting magical resources and hoarding them for their own purposes, whatever they may be. Um, how much of that were you privy to, and did they have any other purposes?
Oh, my days in the order, once I was of age and trained, they trained me as a bounty hunter to 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 go find these relics, and you know well, sometimes I had to murder some people that were also interested in said relics. Um, that was their whole thing. They never really left a trace. As a matter of fact, leaving any evidence of your affiliation usually meant something much more painful than death for you.
And you would know a lot about more painful than death because of some of the things that they have put you through. Uh, one of the things that they did to you towards the end of your time there was deeply traumatic. How did they metaphysically and physically split you in two?
So they are in possession of magics not widely known, texts thought long since gone. Um, and to fill in a little bit more on the order, they're like any prototypical evil organization. Uh, they want world peace, but what world peace means to them is everyone lives under their boot. You follow this exact set of rules, otherwise,
So like Amazon. Hey everybody, make
uh,
sure you give us those Prime subs. I want to thank you and Jeff Bezos for everything that you do for the Twitch community.
let's see.
Is that enough? Are they gone?
Ay, ay, ay.
Are they okay?
Where was I?
Sorry. I don't know.
No, really.
You were speaking about how they all wanted they wanted world peace,
Oh,
but their version of world peace, and anything outside of that was
mhm.
deemed
And
unworthy.
indeed, and very, very much, they're inside of everywhere. To be put lightly, wars have been caused by them, and they've never swung a blade. Uh, Elections were won, and they never cast a single vote. These are the kind of people that don't want you to know that they exist.
Exactly.
But as far as when it comes to what they did to me, and I'm sorry I went off on a
No,
tangent
please.
there.
This is great. This is great
Uh,
information about the order. I love it.
they were not super keen on well, I forget my original name if I'm being honest. But they weren't happy with me as I was. However, they saw the raw potential of what I could be at what they considered their perfect view. So they were able to essentially segregate parts of my soul and take out what they want and put it into one body, and
Bless you again.
and kept what they want in the original. So that's when once the refuse was once they had what they want, they just cast me out like the refuse I am.
So are you saying you're like Danny DeVito in Twins?
Sure. However, while they thought me already deceased, thankfully I wasn't. I was able to, sneak my way back in to the the restricted section of their library.
What is it with all these libraries and their restricted sections, man?
Indeed. And that's where I first found the book, because it was speaking to me. It was the craziest thing. Just called to me.
So
next thing I knew, I met the new boss.
Twitch chat, my wonderful lords and ladies of fate. What we are hearing right here from our very own Quentin is that after this procedure was done to him, a book called out to him, and it was guided by the hand of Ezos, his patron that made him a warlock. I really would love to know the name of that tome. And if you all have a wonderful name for that tome, I'd love to make that canon. So yeah, the Daddy Ezos sets you on his goal, never really ever telling you exactly why he's telling you to do these things. You just know that he gives you power and you do what he asks. And that's a wonderful arrangement. The Calamacon. I like that. I'll see if Atlas has one. Oh no, that's a really good one too. Bezos, and other ways to make money.
Oh, it's supposed to be Bezos, but it changed my.
The art of the deal. I'm the best patron. I swear I know all the best warlock spells. So yeah, we've got some good ideas there. We'll let the chat go up, and we'll go with, since the chat doesn't have a one that they like the most, we'll go with the Calamacon. Are you there, Ezos? It's me, Quentin. So yeah, it is IZZOS. So that means that out there somewhere there is the perfect version of Quentin.
Yeah, as I was. I was perfect. Well, not perfect, but I like me. I like me. He was awesome.
You
He
like me
punched
now?
things a lot. It was fun.
Punch things a lot. But
Then
there's one.
Then when I woke up, all my strength was gone. So now I use this dumb magic shit.
There's one thing though. Without all the perfect parts gone, you don't have to worry about the pesky guilt when Killing Day comes around. Now it's just free Killing Day.
I really don't remember just how much joy I took in Killing Day. On that cliffhanger.
Do we have Gray back? I no, we don't.
I was
We do
in Wolf
not.
Racket.
We do not have Gray back. Well, the idea of saving Gur for last is out the window now.
I'm okay with that.
You're okay with going last?
No, like I'm saying with
Okay.
not going
Well,
last. In case he comes back.
That's where we're gonna bounce to. We're gonna bounce to our good buddy Gur here. I'm gonna have you all play some parts because I feel like this is gonna be fun. So be prepared for that. Gur.
Okay, well, excuse me, I'll be back.
Nice try. Gur hails from little bugbear village in the Free Cities. Somewhere in this area down here. Where specifically? I don't know if Gur could tell you. Somewhere around there.
It's somewhere.
Don't they migrate back for spawning season?
Yeah, they swim upstream. The bugbears of Capistrano. That was a Dumb and Dumber joke, but anyway. So Gur, let's talk about your family. If memory serves, Gur didn't have the most prestigious bugbear life. Bugbear tend to be somewhere around like 7 feet tall plus. These guys are like giants. They're huge. If you were to put Gur next to your, normal bugbear, you'd notice a pretty interesting difference. He's a little bit shorter, a little bit smaller, a little bit scrawnier. I mean, with no context, Gur is a big brute giant when he's standing next to Holly Hera. Gur runt, exactly. So what were some of Gur's early troubles? Like what are some of the things that that he had to contend with that made life a little bit different than your average bugbear?
Well, the most predominant thing is, he played the typical bugbear games like Smash the Frog and
Hold
things
on,
like
I gotta
that.
write Smash the Frog down.
But
I gotta write that down. Okay, go ahead.
But he actually was a little bit more kind-hearted than a lot of the other bugbears. He and he had a interest in music, which is not shared among many of the bugbears, other than some deep drums. But his mother gave him the flute that she carved out of wood.
Gur's mother was really the only one who showed him any kind of affection, but I mean, it wasn't enough to stop the ridicule from all of the other bugbears. So I'm gonna wait for Good Devil to come back because bugbear women are generally pretty like gruff and hostile, and I want Good Devil to play Gur's mom. And
What, you saying I can't be gruff and hostile?
you know what? When you put it like that,
No, you're right.
hey, chat. So basically, Atlas. Who do you want to see play Gur's mother? Because I really want this scene where Gurr gets his flute, played by Devil. I really want this scene where Gurr gets his one-note flute to be played out here because I personally think that's a very.
Actually, it's not a
there we go.
one-note flute
Okay,
yet.
so this is the scene. Gurr's mother, played by Good Devil, is trying to make her son feel a little bit more accepted in town, and the way she is going to do that is by gifting him this flute that she knows that he really wants.
Oh, hello, sweetie, why are you crying?
I don't get along with the other guys.
Did they call you the girl of wipes too many again? I told you not to use the entire row, honey.
I know, Mom.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna grow out of it. Hey, look. Hey, little buddy. I got you a little present. Here you go.
Atlas said,
What is it? What is it?
But you're gonna have to unwrap it.
Okay.
I know I haven't got you a present since your father went out for cigars 10 years ago, but yeah, what you do is you just rip into the paper. Don't worry about the bow. The bow stays on the top. Oh, who's my good little butt wiping girl?
Wait, that's not the same paper, is it?
It can't be. That's the magic of it, son.
Oh.
just say, wipe your ass with wrapping paper.
Oh. It's wood. You got me a piece of wood.
You say, but you see how it's got the hole at the front? If you look at the I was keeping it together, okay? And then it's got 3 holes at the end. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take this little end and then you go. Try it.
Oh.
And now you put your finger on one of the hooks and try it again. And then you do that with all the other holes. Mix it down to you, please. Isn't that exciting?
I can't wait to annoy all the bugbears with this.
You go have fun. And Mama Guradon slaps Gur on the ass out the front door.
Atlas would like to let everyone know I'd be crying too if my mother sounded like that. Can I say if you don't have inspiration on your character sheet, go ahead and add that for the next time we're playing, because
Oh, I have
that
to mute
was
myself. Oh my
great.
God.
See, this is why.
I vote that he get 2 and he can have a backup one.
I'm not too sure about that. And we got an XP boost for Quentin.
Woo!
That'll
do. That'll do. Good job, Q. I'm so glad that I did not step in there for you because mine would not have been that good.
Oh, that was top tier. That was high quality.
Yes. My cheeks hurt. That was too funny.
So yeah, that's kind of like a little insight into into Gur a little bit. You know, you get this whole gentle giant kind of a thing going on, but now we're going to have a little slightly different scene. Gur is extremely happy to go out and show all of his new bugbear friends that he got this wonderful present that's a wonderful flute, and we're gonna go ahead and play a little scene here. The 3 of us, that's gonna be Holly, Hera, Quentin, and myself, we're going to be taking part playing 3 separate bugbears who all happen to be part of the younger bugbear crew. And Gur,
And we hate music, right?
we are your stereotypical bugbears. We're tough, we're mean, and we don't like happiness. That's the stuff that makes us really happy,
Okay.
is not being happy. Fighting and biting and licking and well, we're going too far. So yeah, that's gonna be your inspirations there. So Gur, you come running up with your new present.
Look, Mom said this is really cool. Look.
Why does it sound like you're dying?
Well, I don't care that. What do you have there? Why does it make
It makes music.
What the fuck is music?
Can we smash it?
I think
No.
music's that thing that comes out of your butt.
Oh yeah. I think I got some music.
Smash it.
That's not music, guys.
Sure smells like music.
Hey, Gur, can I see your stupid stick?
No.
I'm totally not gonna smash it.
We'll make it sound better, little baby girl.
No, whatever. It's mine. Mom says it's cool.
Your mom's a liar.
My mom's not a liar.
Yes, she is. She's a stupid liar and she smells like poo.
You're a stupid liar. You smell like poo because you're making music out of your butt.
Give me that stick, I'm gonna smash it.
No. Girl, run away. Off into the woods to go play his music by himself.
And there Gur spends the rest of the day, as the rest of the bugbears sit there and point and laugh at little baby Gur running off into the woods, prancing with his
Little boy, the musician never be a warrior.
butt music.
The only kind of music, you're not playing pop music with your bum.
You sound like a cross between Gur's mom that you just now did and like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Girl, you need to get the
I'm glad I'm
Get to the chopper, girl.
I'm glad I'm making characters of the same race sound like they're of the same race, so that's a good thing.
Is it?
Yes.
Is someone say that's stereotypical?
This is literally racist.
Yeah,
Yes,
really
this is
stereotypical.
literally racist. It's a fantasy world, okay? this
So
stuff
may
happens.
the first bug barbarian able to discover how to hire himself a lawyer come out and just come at me, bro. By me, I mean the Lords and Ladies of Fate trademark, LLC.
Oh my goodness! If
Yeah.
the Lords and Ladies of Fate end up getting sued by a bugbear, I'll be impressed. I'll be like,
won't
you know what?
fight
You
it.
deserve this. you have earned every bit of this.
That's right. Buck went through 8 years of law school. I went to Yale.
Now, for the sheer nature of future plans, I don't want to get too much further into Gur's backstory. I'm keeping that one a little close to the vest, as it were. It will have its time. Soon. But what is there anything Are you playing solitaire?
Yes. I won.
Obviously, I can see. The cards don't jump like that for losers.
But if you look at the piles, it
They're
doesn't
all
make sense.
kings.
Like, what are they?
They're like 50.
What are they jumping
Why are there
for?
50 kings?
And they're like, You've got like
Easy to play solitaire when you just have
diamonds,
all the
and well,
kings.
that's one of the black ones. You can't see what the suits are, but then there's like the king of diamonds is there, but there's also the king of diamonds. There's jack of diamonds.
I'm counting like 50 king of diamonds just in that one pile. That's not a regulation deck.
Yeah, so the designer of this background on Skype needs to just choke off and die.
It's like someone was described the visuals of solitaire, but didn't actually ever play it.
Right. So someone above or below the age of 20 who's never actually played desktop solitaire.
Right. Right. Unless they have like a desk job.
Still don't. They would have just been on their phone
This is
instead.
true. This is true. We live in different times. Different
Mm-hmm.
times, everybody. Is there anything specific since we lost actually, you know, I have a very good thing to do when I lose a player. Boom.
Just make it up for them.
No, if it's camera related and oh, there we go.
Oh.
There, now you're not looking at looking at a blank screen. You can see a picture of that beautiful half orc face. Hey VG, what's up? You missed an opportunity to hear Gur's mom. Actually, before we run away from Gur's backstory, Gur, after consoling yourself in the woods, playing your beautiful flute to yourself because all of the other bugbear children were nasty little jerks, you scamper off home, still feeling a little downtrodden, and your mom is there to greet you with your favorite meal. Please take it away from there.
Which is, audience, what is this favorite meal?
I'll wait. What we need Gur's
Anybody?
favorite meal that his mother would cook for him to make him feel better. Stewed frogs.
Well, makes sense.
Yeah,
After
exactly.
you smash them.
Oh, nice, Smitty. Did you have a good time showing out your friends and your toy?
Yeah.
You don't sound so sure.
Yeah.
Now, did you show them the first note?
I
And what
did.
about the second note?
Yeah. There's the only two I remembered.
Yeah. Oh, honey, I was hoping you were going to do some experiment. You know, Mama always says you got to do a little bit of experimenting if you want.
I'm gonna write this down. Whatever this is, I'm writing it down because I'm gonna say it.
You gotta know, you know, as Mama always says, you gotta, anytime you find yourself a brand new hole, you gotta experiment with it. Now, come on and sit down at the table. Mama made your favorite, some big old bowl of some stewed frogs.
Hey, that's my favorite. Yes.
I am also writing that down. So just so you know, one of Gur's mother's famous sayings, anytime you see a new hole, you have to experiment with it. That was a wise bugbear woman.
It really, truly was. Oh, goodness gracious, my face.
Video Game Mermaid said, this is the content that I'm here for. It is science.
That actually might be literally true for her.
Find a hole, fuck around. This is very true. This is very true. So since we were I wasn't planning on being down an additional player, which is fine. I'm not throwing shade Gray's way. Stuff happens.
Yes, the fuck
And
you are.
We can expand a little bit actually. Because he does have two brothers. So if the chat would like to participate in naming the two brothers, because I don't believe I did in the backstory.
What are Gur's brothers? We need I need 2 names. Oh, there we go. We got 1. We got. Oh man, see the players are coming up with good names. I got the Orith right here. That's gonna be really weird. We need one that's very, very dumb, just like Gur. So it's like Gur, Burr, and Orith. I think that'd be great.
Someone's obviously the favorite. Jur and Dorn.
Atlas, I like how you circled back and said to use Burrito Supreme's fur, but I am gonna use Jur instead. So we've got J-U. We're gonna do R-R-R because that's the naming convention, 3 R's. So we've got Jur
Or Bruce. It could
Gur,
just be Bruce.
and what do we say? Orith. Now I will in the bank, in my name bank here, I am gonna put Dorngus, Reggie, and Rummy. I don't know what or when those names are going to get used, but I will use them. How's it going, Bruce? We're doing some backstory stuff. I hope you're here to ruin somebody's life.
Oh, hi there, Bruce. So nice to have you here.
That would be Gur's mother.
What's her
Yeah,
name?
we don't have a name for Gur's mom.
She could be Fur.
Oh, there we go.
Sure.
Fur. So Gur's mom is Fur.
That's me, Fur Bugbear.
So we've got
You're gonna have to stop.
So we've got Fur, we've got Jur, we've got Gur, and then Orith. I fucking love that.
Well, you see
Something
now,
tells
you
me
see
Orith
now,
has a
you
different
see now,
daddy.
Me and Gur's daddy were going through a little bit of a rough time, and well, you know, yada yada yada. And Gur has a half brother. We don't really talk about that first bit.
Oh, what's Gur's half brother that he doesn't know about? What's his name?
Oh, but no, that's Earth.
Oh.
Because we call him but you know you have to name him at least kind of like the daddy. So you know I named him half daddy, half fur, and then half the person we don't talk about.
So Orith is one
what?
of the 2 brothers, but he's actually a half brother, and he goes by Or.
He doesn't need to know shit. We just get, you know, that's something you know us ladies share at the Bugbear Book Club.
I really want to know what kind of books we're reading at the Bugbear Book Club. Can we?
Well, actually,
It's cave
funny
paintings.
that you ask because we did.
There's a restricted section of the cave.
We actually just started Stick Laugh Love.
And Bruce Gaskin just dropped into the chat, and the only thing that he has said are names of games. He has said Rummy, Yahtzee, Quirkle, and Last Card. I think someone may have broken Bruce Gaskin. Now he is only allowed to respond in board game titles.
Or he really needs a board game.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Things you yell out in games. Categories? You don't yell out in categories.
Goose.
We're gonna write Stick, Laugh, Love down as well because I really love that. That's fantastic. I think at some point in time in the future, go ahead. No.
Hirawashi.
Mm.
Stick, laugh, love. How am I supposed to stick, laugh, love in these conditions? Jinwashi, you need to make sure that you go back immediately and watch the last half an hour.
Oh, yeah. Starting with Gur's backstory stuff because, oh boy. We're not going to talk about it. So we've got the brothers' names. Gur, was there anything specific about these boys that comes to mind?
No, they pretty much treated him the same way the others did, but they were older, so it was, he just got it from every angle.
Ayo. Some people are down.
In the
with
family, out of the family.
that. Fix Washi in the stream.
Oh yeah,
Justin.
you're right. Thank you. It's all good. In the hood. Yikes. Oof, man. Bruce, what are you doing here? Hey, Bruce Gaskin, you should check and see if you have some extra emotes there, because we've got, check this out. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them.
Boop, boop, boop.
Can you get a sound check on Jen? I'm pretty sure he should be coming through loud and clear.
Boop, boop, boop.
Loud and clear.
Well, maybe not clear, but loud.
Clear, but I mean not clear, but also probably loud.
Was there anything specific, backstory wise, that anyone wanted to get into from their backstory? Because we just kind of played it like loosey goosey here, so I want to give you all the opportunity if there was any.
Well, now that we have Gray, isn't he the next one to go give backstory?
Well, so that's it. We've
been spending a lot of time on his backstory, the last couple episodes.
We've done Gray to death.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you said that you wanted to kind of wrap it on Gur's backstory, and the continuation of my backstory kind of starts to loop in Gur, so we should probably leave mine where it is now as well.
That is kind of like, well, and that's the thing, because like the things that drove Gur into your caring and loving arms, are going to be the subject of a future storyline that I don't want to divulge too much information about.
I could just do a 30-minute cooking show about how to make my favorite frog stew.
Yeah, please.
I'm totally for it.
Well, okay. Well, you see the first.
Wait, I need to mute myself first. Hold on.
The first step to making Gur's frog stew is you catch a whole bunch of frogs and you put them in a burlap sack, and then you tie off the sack. You find a brick wall and just start going to town with the bag on the brick wall, and then you just thusly take your sharpest knife or stick, we're really impartial to either one, hold the bag over top of a bowl and just cut into it, and it dispenses Gur's favorite frog stew, and that's it. Did I eat up a half hour? Fuck.
Really close though. Really close.
30-second meals by Fur the Bugbear.
I'm digging this character. This is good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Quick with the wit there. Quick with the wit there. I love it. I love it. So yeah, we've done a lot. We've gotten a lot of good good exposition set here. A little bit more of an understanding of what these characters are all about. I would like to take some time here to talk to you all, my players, about some changes to rules that I have been thinking about that I also would like
Oh, it's weird. I'm losing you. Hold on. What is that? I have a bad connection.
someone doesn't like rules. Anyway.
Can't tell me what to do.
So, let me go. I have these saved on my phone. That's loud. Let me pull this up here real quick. Where do I have you saved? I saved you right here. This would be the time when someone does like the Jeopardy theme.
For some reason, like Sonic popped into my head. I couldn't think of Jeopardy, but I was like.
Bong, bong. Yep. Here we go. Rules. Where did you go?
Rules in the evening.
All right. Well, apparently it is not where I left it, so I'm just gonna have to go by memory. The biggest thing that I wanted to talk about was critical hits. Currently, when you roll a 20 and you critical hit, you get to roll double your weapon damage. I am going to change that. I really want to reward you for rolling a 20. If you roll a 20, I want it to feel visceral. So when you roll a 20, you will automatically get max damage, and then you will roll your additional die. So if your damage is a D10 plus 2 or something like that, your crit's going to be 12 plus an additional 1d10.
I like this.
I hate the idea that you're going to get a 20 and then roll a 1 for your damage on the first roll. Like, I just feel like that's just cheap.
Might I make
please.
a suggestion? There are many tables on which you can find on the internet, wide world web, that have also side effects. So, like, if you get a critical hit, you roll on the table to find out what happened. You can, like, break arms or puncture lungs or things like that.
Do you guys? Is that something that you all would be interested in? Like.
My intention is to use that for season 2 rifts.
Visceral injury.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes. But it works both ways.
Oh yeah, well definitely keep in mind whatever we settle on as far as the rule for critical hits will be how creatures critically hit you as well. So it's going to be give and take.
They're not players.
I also
They don't feel things.
They're heroes of their own story.
Real Joker energy in this room.
So yeah, I really wish I hadn't lost that, because that really irritates me. It's very irritating.
You're
Don't
irritated.
Talk to me like that.
I talk to you however I wish.
I also have a list of diseases and curses that Lords and Ladies of Fate, when you redeem things, I could be heavily swayed. So like if you redeem, say, like a glitch, and you really wanted that glitch to be like, a curse or a disease or some kind of sickness, I've got a table. I've got a table of a bunch of them. For like let me give you an example of friend
Slayer redeems disturbed sickness.
Here's one called Friend's Blight. Your skin glistens with a red sheen of a fiend. While afflicted, you are resistant to fire damage, but vulnerable to radiant silver and are incapable of breaking an agreement or deal.
So we're vampires now. Is this fucking Twilight?
Their word is their bond. So, wait, say that again? Say the first part, not the second part.
Your skin glistens with the red sheen of a fiend. While
I like this.
Yeah.
I'm into this.
So that's
what's the curse called?
It's called Friend's Blight. So basically it's like if the way you contract this disease, some of these diseases have very specific things that you have to do to trigger them. I'm not going to tell you what this one is because I don't want you to avoid it specifically. But there is a very real like thing that you can do that will immediately give you Friend's Blight, and it's not very fun.
That's pretty cool. Can I make a special request for my character?
Please, yeah, please take this time. If you guys have any, if you, the viewer at home, or you, the player, also at home, have
Can we
any,
spend?
have any things that you want to see or things that you want from your character, now is the time to share it all in front of God and country.
Share it all.
Right now, I'd like to share that.
Okay, that's fine. So Jen Washitashi, if you'd like to say the thing that you've been trying to say for the past 5 minutes, please go ahead.
No, it's okay. Share it all. This is a kid's show. I wanted to say. No, it's not. I think.
Oh, wait. Are you going to go ahead now? Because we need to wrap this up, so I need you to go now.
We did a really good job rolling on the wild magic table for a couple episodes, but I feel like we've fallen off. And I think that needs to be a staple for how, and I can see why maybe we haven't been doing as much of that, because it's been very Gray's backstory, story driven, and less of us wanting him to be a plant. But as we move through, especially for this caper, I would really, really like for that to be a thing, like a staple in girls' roles.
Okay.
And I don't know if we want to pick like maybe a very specific spell that he rolls, because I forget what the mechanism. What's the mechanic that makes us use it? What is
anytime you cast a level 1 or higher spell,
right,
you have to roll a d20, and if you roll a 1, you have committed wild magic.
I thought.
Now we changed it.
Okay, go ahead.
Now we've changed that, where every time you roll for wild magic and you succeed, like roll a 2 through 20, the range goes up. So now the next time it wouldn't be just a 1 that triggers wild magic, it'd be a 1 and a 2.
That's for any spell?
Any spell levels 1 through 9. Had to think of how high they go up.
So we haven't been doing that though. So like,
right, yeah, there are times that we drop the ball, and I'm gonna make a note for myself. We need to get better at the wild magic.
Well, no, I thought that I was trying to figure out what the mechanic was, right? Like I thought the mechanic for wild magic was when I.
Oh, you're thinking of Tides of Chaos.
Yes.
So anytime you make an attack roll or a skill check or anything like that, you can choose to re-roll it and take the higher of the two, once per day, pretty much. So like you
it's like advantage essentially.
Mm-hmm. If you do that, the next time you cast a spell, I can just make you roll on the wild magic table. You don't have to roll a d20. You just get wild magic. So that's going to come down to you. If you start using your Tides of Chaos more, I will start making sure that you are rolling on the wild magic table.
Okay. Otherwise, the way we'll use... Well, so then we can't use both wild magic all the time for every spell and then also the Tides of Chaos stuff. We have to like...
That's why there's a limit to how many times you can do Tides of Chaos.
Right. So how would you like it to go as the DM and control of a lot of the story? Like, whatever
gives you more opportunity on that. I love the wild magic table. I love it so much. I have like 4 or 5 different wild magic tables. You'll never know which one I pick when you roll on it, because it could be any of them.
Okay.
It could be all of them. Sure. I can make you roll a D1000. Hold on a second. There's been a lot of activity in chat, and it's just from one person, so I want to make sure that we're acknowledging all of this. Bruce Gaskin, we want more Tusken Raider sex. Hey, buddy, I think you control your own destiny on that one. You have your own show that happens once every other week. Exactly. You can make that happen whenever you want. Don't ask me. Control your own destiny. Introduce.
I guess it could happen in Rifts too.
It could, yeah. Introduce Ass Plant. You know what, Bruce Gaskin? On my list of names that I save for later, I'm writing Ass Plant.
Ass Plant's good. Can we
It's not just in Star Trek anymore.
Not just in Star Trek. We've got Killer Snails. Killer Snails, yes. Oh, hey everybody. So you get $10 million but there is a snail that's chasing you for the rest of your life, and if it touches you, you die. Do you take the money?
Jesse, you're muted.
You can't sleep unless you sleep in like a snail-proof bubble.
However you want to justify it. Yeah.
My answer is yes. Because,
I mean, you have enough money to make one.
yeah, I would hold up. Can we kill the snail? Like, come on.
No, it's an immortal snail. It's you can't kill the snail. Come on, man.
I see.
Can we call the Orkin Man and have them snail-proof
No,
our
what
home?
you can do, what I would do personally is I would pay somebody to put a GPS tracker on the snail so I know where it is at all times. It moves as fast as a snail, and I have $10 million. I could just go to the other end of the earth.
Hey, you only said,
I said
1
10
million.
10 million, yeah.
Liar.
Or you could just pay somebody to drive you around all the time.
That
you
too.
sleep in
Yeah,
the
there are
Very
many
Lincoln
ways that
Lawyer
you can get around
situation.
this.
Yeah, because fuck the planet.
Yeah,
am
I
I
got
right?
$10 million. Because that's the very American, fuck you, got mine.
I would spend all $10 million finding out how to kill an immortal snail.
But you know what? That's how breakthroughs in science happen, okay?
Yeah,
You spend $10 million and you get the Nobel Prize for killing an immortal snail.
yeah, and I
So-
saved the world from this conundrum.
Or
Lord.
you know, me, I would take $1 million of that, which is, as I've heard, is a lot of money.
It is.
And whatever technology needs to be come up with, or if it exists, we're going to put this snail inside of, an impenetrable container where he's gonna be mounted on, on like the fireplace. It's like, looking right at you, pal. Like, I still got 9 million. You got,
I like it. I like it. It
You know,
works.
Now what happens?
got-
What
you got a
happens the
house
day
that
that you
you can
wake up?
sleep.
You wake up and you go downstairs and you look at your mantle and you're like, "Holy fuck, the snail's not there. What happened? Who the fuck broke into my
And
house and let the snail out?"
first off, I'm getting my $1 million back if it's broken.
Got a money back guarantee on your snail
yeah.
cage.
Look, for $1 million, I can be a Karen. I can be a Karen for $1 million.
Fair enough.
And at this point, I'll with the other 9 million, I'll invested in some dog shit meme coin and made another 10 million, and we'll just spend another 10 million on both catching the snail again, murdering the person that kidnapped it, and then spending another 2 million to encase that person inside of the same container as the snail, so at least
With the
they
snail.
have friends.
Now, my question is, if this snail touches anyone else, do they instantly die, or is it only me? Because if that's the case, I have a long list of people I would line up
No, it's only
directly
you.
in front of the snail. God damn.
Fucking throw the snail at people.
Right. I would have a perfect snail glove that keeps me safe from snail touch, and I would chuck that fucking snail at most of Congress. It'd be great.
Now here's the thing. Video Game Mermaid.
Just kidding, FBI. I'm just kidding.
Video Game Mermaid poses a very good question. What if the snail hires a stunt double? Now you've got the stunt double snail sitting on your mantle in this snail-proof cage. Meanwhile, murder
money does the
snail is
snail
coming
have?
for you.
You guys, y'all aren't asking the right questions. First off, BG, who the fuck gave that snail $1 million to hire a damn stunt double?
Well, that's a very
Who gave
Like,
you
this
10
wasn't part of
million?
the deal.
Right. Who's the actual puppet master behind all of this? Who gave you 10? I bet you find out. You got to chase the money, bro. Once you find the
That's
money,
it.
you'll find the culprit.
VG clearly it found the 7 Dragon Balls and made a wish for immortality.
Boy. I would spend all $10 million on finding the Dragon Balls, to be honest. And then I would wish for the dragon to, Wait, how many wishes do you get? Is it one?
Depends on which dragon we're talking about.
OG dragon.
OG dragon's 1 wish.
Okay.
Then the Namekian dragon was 3 wishes, and then the new Earth dragon was 2 wishes. But new dragon got nerfed and couldn't do multi-res. No, that's true.
That's true.
That's actually a very good nutshell on my part.
So yeah,
Yeah, it was.
you'd spend $10 million trying to find the Dragon Balls. I would invest that $10 million to make more than $10 million, then spend all of that trying my best to erase Episode 9 from Star Wars canon, because there's got to be a way.
Millions of dollars isn't even close.
That's why I said invest. That's why I said invest.
What do you mean by erase? Because if you want to erase something, we got to talk.
I want to Mandela affect it out of fucking existence. I want people to go, hey, do you remember Episode 9? And then everyone go, that never fucking happened. What are you talking about?
Because I can't find it on the internet. So the question is, how much did Kraft spend to do that to Stouffer's? Because what the fuck?
No, you're all you all are conflating things. There was no the Mandela effect is not real. Your memory sucks. Everybody's memory sucks. That's a human thing. We just suck.
You're the entire planet right now.
That's what fucking the Mandela effect is. It's a bunch of people on the internet gaslighting people.
No, I'm telling you,
no.
Stouffer's Stovetop exists. I remember the jingle. I remember all of it. It's a thing.
Sing the jingle.
Trust the stovetop stuffing. Stouffer's.
Bye. Stouffer's.
You guys just made that up. That's not
You made up Stouffer's stovetop stuffing.
No, I didn't.
We're relevant one time a year, Stouffer's.
The next thing we're all gonna forget about is like jazz it up with Zatarans. Like that wild rice is gonna disappear, and we're all gonna be like, because some company bought it and then spent probably umpteen millions of dollars to erase it from the existence on the internet. And then we're all gonna be like, "Oh man, that never existed." Yes, it fucking did.
VG, it's Berenstain Bears. It's Berenstain Bears. It always has been Berenstain Bears. You are misremembering it. It's not. It wasn't Shazam with Sinbad. It was a movie called Kazam with Shaquille O'Neal. It was just as fucking bad.
Kazam was amazing.
Didn't Sinbad like recently come out and say that Shazam was a thing? Because I remember Shazam.
You mean did an irrelevant actor / comedian who's probably spent all of his money broke found a way to become relevant again? Yes, that actually did happen.
Listen,
Sinbad alone.
Kazam with Shaq.
Who the fuck are you?
True. Kazam with Shaq was a thing, and it was amazing. He was like a genie. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
But Shazam is also an actual like superhero character. But Shaq was never.
They just didn't make a movie.
Well, they did now.
Shazam, I remember being a thing, but it wasn't related to a movie like that Shaq was ever in. Oh no. I remember Shazam being something completely different. I don't remember exactly what it was. Wait. Wasn't there a Nickelodeon like show called Shazam? There was a Nickelodeon show called Shazam. There absolutely was. Yes, and it was kids.
ShamWow was a genie movie with Martha Stewart.
Yes, there was. I'm looking it up right now.
No, ShamWow is the rapist guy that likes to sell you my on TV products. You're gonna love my nuts.
Vince?
Flapjack.
All right. Well,
The Dark Knight.
No, yeah, Atlas goes, no, that was kablam. See, this is why I'm saying human memory is shit with conviction. You said it from your chest.
Oh, we got a raise.
Oh, hey, Ironclaw Gaming 1984. We're definitely not off the rails completely talking about the Mandela effect right now. That's definitely not happening. Mandela effect, or as I like to call it, gaslighting for cool people.
You think you're so cool. You think you're so smart.
It's not real. It's not. Prove to me that anything that anyone has ever said was Mandela affected was real or true. You can't, because it doesn't exist.
Our only source of data is like completely erasable. No one can prove that to you.
Did you just...
There's no such thing as gaslighting.
You made it up.
Did you just create a paradox just there by saying you can't prove anything that is recognized as a Mandela effect is real. Like you
Well, duh.
realize that paradox. Yes, if it's known as real, then there's no Mandela effect. But there's a Mandela effect. It's because someone thinks it's real and it's not. And why does everything smell like copper?
I trust like human consciousness, like collectively, way more than I trust the internet.
Oh no,
There is
confirmation bias is way too much of a thing
That's
for me
not-
to trust that. No, there's absolutely no way I can control. Look, there are in this country, there are at least 84 million people that think the election was rigged and stolen. Okay, I can't believe the collective consciousness of human beings.
but there is
there's a non-zero number of people that think this planet is flat.
Correct.
And all the other ones are round.
But they all have the opposing facts available to them. The difference between what we're talking about and those fucking people is that they're morons. And they're
Oh, yeah.
choosing a conspiracy theory rooted in absolutely nothing.
Well, see now
versus
that
scientific fact. The Mandela effect, what we're talking about, is completely different. Meaning, like, all right, I have a quick little blurb I'll say, and this is something that like I read it in a book about. What was it about? It was about. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I read this thing. It's really cool. There was this scientific. There's a group of
I guess we'll take
Yeah.
your word for it.
The book is called "Get Out of Your Mind and Into Your." No, that's not it.
Get out of
Like,
your
they should
mind
need
It's
Billy
and
Ocean song.
into my car.
right. It's called Thinking Fast and Slow. It's an incredible book. It's dry. It's really dry, but it's really good. It's called Thinking Fast and Slow. You can look it up. So there was this really cool thing that happened on a couple of different islands with monkeys. Long story short, there was like a shortage of food for monkeys. So scientists and caregivers were shipping in potatoes. And they were shipping potatoes via boat to all these different islands for the monkeys because there was like a famine with their natural food or something. And they were studying the monkeys at the same time. So what was happening is the monkeys didn't know what the fuck to do with the potatoes. Like they were like,
Wait, did we violate the Prime Directive?
I don't what?
I said, did we violate the Prime
I don't
Directive?
know. I don't know what reference it is. It's probably great. I'm sorry, but
Should tune in on Mondays.
so the monkeys for like weeks didn't know what the fuck to do with the potatoes. So the potatoes would just go bad, and then they'd have to like get rid of them and then bring in new potatoes. And eventually, something incredible happened.
They
One
made potato
monkey
chips.
One monkey who happened to be the one that was the most curious about all of it, like, and also had children to feed. She kept trying to eat the potatoes, but every time she did, it was like it's gross, like because it was covered in sand and disgusting and like debris and stuff.
You gotta
She didn't
wash your
like them.
potatoes. You gotta wash your potatoes.
Right. So she went to the beach, grabbed the potato, and decided one day randomly, after a bunch of different experiments to figure out how she could eat the potatoes, rinsed it in the ocean, and then she started eating the potato. Instantly, like within the same 6-hour period, monkeys on every island that were getting these, that were all separated by miles of ocean, started rinsing potatoes. And there's no way that they could break down scientifically that this was something that was happening, because the only monkey on all of the islands who was as inquisitive that was documented was this one monkey. So the idea is that there's like a connected consciousness that we all have, that we all share with each other. And that's what I mean by like a social consciousness, something like the Mandela effect versus idiots believing in conspiracies. I think there's something to it that we can't measure at this point. Does that make sense? That's what I'm
Yeah, that's a great thing. And then after the monkey washed the potato, the monkey then killed Nelson Mandela in prison. And that's how we have the Mandela effect, everybody. Thank you all for joining us today on what we all knew was inevitably going to turn into a shit show. And here we are on the other side of it, talking about conspiracy theories and gaslighting the masses. So if you too would like to gaslight people, just get a TikTok and start talking about Mandela effect. You'll get lots of views. Trust me. I've seen it.
Oh, no.
Whoa, prison killed monkey inside Nelson Mandela. That's nuts.
You
Oh,
just Inception.
I bet you didn't think
Monkey
about
potatoes,
that
sorry.
theory, did you? Ooh.
No, of course I didn't. Because it's poppycock.
Video game mermaid. That's not an item, but I'm writing that down because that just gave me a really good idea for a plot hook.
Oh god.
Is it a monkey?
It's a gaslighting monkey. Not a gaslighting monkey. Oh, no, it does say gaslighting monkey. I thought it just said gaslight monkey. And I was like, oh, that could go lots of different ways. Thank you for any of the raiders that might still be lurking around. If we didn't push you away violently with the end of our stream there.
Oh, we got raided?
Yeah, we got raided right in the middle of Mandela effect. So,
oh no shit. Bye. Probably bye.
But yeah, let me go ahead and give you a good old is it SO? Is SO the command?
Yes. We gotta spice it up a little bit better, but yeah, it works for now.
That's what we have for you here. We've got you're all over the place.
Sorry.
Hey, you know what? I remember a universe where Gen Washitashi didn't drop his phone.
I remember a universe in which I had a legitimate streamer setup, and that's when you invited me. And now
Never happened. That never happened.
Yeah, that's not real.
I feel a couple of different ways about what you said.
But thank you all for joining us. It's been a pleasure to learn a little bit more about what makes our characters tick. I had a blast.
And some things to look forward to.
I had a blast. Join us next week.
This was a fun
Join us
stream.
next week when we tackle the beginning of the heist. Yes, Atlas, we are pretty close to 10, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. You know, it takes me at least 5 minutes to stop talking. Is that a butt? Is that no? That's a peen. Stop.
Oh, come on.
You know, I can tell who's doing it by the color. I can tell who's doing it by the.
You have to be able to lock that. There's no way you can't lock that.
You know, I'm gonna have to Google it.
I'm gonna quickly go ahead and erase all of the Google information around it, and you'll never know.
Let's stream. Let's
What are you showing?
Pachi. Is it Pachi or Paki? I don't know.
There's the
Pachi.
ring light. That's Sinbad.
Oh, hey.
There's a genie.
Alice says Pachi is streaming, but
Hell
I
yeah.
don't see Pachi streaming. Am I losing my mind?
It's Pachi _gaming.
Let me see if it'll let me. Let me see if it'll let me.
Chunks. Chunks.
All right.
What?
Yes, cat.
That was very
Sitting around.
I don't have permission to
He's
perform
mad.
this action, but I tried.
That was brilliant.
Let's go look at this area of the map. Oh, look at that. Penis-free map. Wonderful.
That's the worst kind of
Doom, 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 doom.
Sinbad was a goddamn genie.
All right, we're set.
He was.
No.
I remember the movie now. Yeah, I do. I super
No.
do. He was a great genie.
Who's
is this
playing?
part of the
Who's
Mandela
playing
effect?
Halo and not inviting me? I mean, I know I'm busy right now, but you know what? I'm here. I'm here now and ready. Who wants to play some Halo? Get with me after this.
Get with me after
Why
this.
don't we just raid one of you?
That's
idiots?
pretty
Who's-
big hats for
Who is
chicken.
playing Halo right now? Is it Lonely?
Soon to be me.
Pachi.
Why don't you guys raid one of the homies who's playing Halo? That's part of our like community.
Yeah. Okay, get
Isn't
off
that
me.
what we're doing?
That's what we're doing.
Okay,
Hey,
I didn't
everybody.
know.
Remember, when you're raiding with the Lords and Ladies of Fate, you are representing not just yourself, but you're representing us. That is all of us, the Lords and Ladies of Fate. You and us. We're just one big happy family here. So remember, don't be a dick. Be fun. You can be obnoxious, but make sure you do it in such a fun way that everyone's like, oh, that's so fun and cool. Remember to spam those emotes. We're going to go ahead and close this out the same way we close out every single week, where we all say the exact same thing. It's that patented Lords and Ladies of Fate ending the stream phrase. Everybody on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. The Mandela
Make sure
effect
you
is
have
not
enough
real.
alcohol
You're
Oh,
gaslighting.
my
Get
goodness.
over it. Your
Yes,
memory
yes.
fucking
Yes.
sucks.
To the
You're gonna
state.
need